Well, hello there. Today we're going to be measuring the signpost. This is the signpost my family made a couple summers ago. You can see a woodpecker has been pecking at the bottom of it, and that's no good, but maybe it'll benefit us to see how tall it is, which we can only obviously do by using trigonometry, right? I'm gonna enlist the help of my dad, who's figuring out a sprinkler right now. And I have all my measurements set out and ready to fill in. And my mom's in the window. Also, here's the table I'm making. All right, let's get started on this measurement. To keep it level, we're going to use a level and coincidentally the table that I'm making. And then instead of from my eye height, we'll just use it from where we measure on there. Set up here, we have this, so we are sure that it's level, and we'll make a 90-degree angle, there. And then we have this to find the angle pretty easily. For the distance, we're gonna go all the way to this point on it, and then we're gonna measure up until that point as well, because that's where I'm going to put my eye when I measure it.
You're the measurer.
Oh, okay. There he goes. And when I put this down and make the measurement, it's gonna be lined up directly with that edge. We'll follow it down. All right, I was wrong about that last part, kind of, but here we have it, and that's about 2 and whatever that says, I don't know. I'll look at it. It is 18.28 feet. Now, when I line this up to still have 3 trials, I'm just gonna line it up and repeat 3 times. We'll repeat 2 times. You know what I mean? And we'll get going with that.
Got it.
Okay, so now I'm doing it, raising this part to about where it is, and then I'm gonna focus in even more. Don't the birds sound wonderful? With my eye right here, and I line it up, and it looks to be about right there with my sign. Oh, to be a bird, am I really right? Right? And that's at 17.6 degrees. Trial 2, it's at 16.8. Thank you, Dad, for filming. Also, check out my cool Naniko cat and sweatshirt. And trial 3, it's at 16.8 again. Now we're measuring to where my eye was. Are going to say, if it focuses, 3 feet. What is it? 3.29. Yes, 3.29. Because that's where my eye was, right there. We're also going to measure the actual height to see how accurate we are, but that's, we're not telling you that. That's the big reveal, right? All right, I filled in all these angles. Now it's just time to do the math. All right, I ran inside and got my calculator, and I think we should do the math over here. Yes, this is a bucket of stick. Okay, so we all know that, that's going to be what we're finding. We're using the eye level, and we're subtracting, or no, not subtracting. We are adding the height of our eyes to the height that we find eventually. And that's the distance that we measured. So we're gonna look at these values and determine, okay, well, using the tan equation, or whatever it's called, the theta is obviously the degrees that we found. So yeah, it's so hard to look at both of them at once, but it's 17.2, 16.8, and 16.8. Actually, I have to check the last video I took to see if it's actually 17.2. I was wrong. It's 17.6. But my phone's at 3%, so we might have to go inside. But I'm going to stay out here for as long as possible. Now, obviously, we're finding x here, and that is the opposite. So when we find our equations, that will be the x. The adjacent value is here from that angle, so it is our distance away, 18.28. There's a bug on my leg, oh my god. And we're gonna save the height of the eyes for later. So I took the data here and I put it into the equation here. I'm not gonna do the 16.8 2 times because that's dumb and unnecessary, but we're gonna do the math now. So because the x is there to isolate it, you multiply by 18.28 on both sides, and that goes for both of them. So you get 18.28 tan 17.6 equals x, and 18.28 times 16.8 equals x. And now we're gonna plug that into the calculator and see what we get. First off, we get this 5 point all that stuff, and we're gonna, I guess we can round to I don't know, let's just say 5.7988 to be you know, completely cautious. And then we get this for that one, and I'm going quickly now because my phone's at 1%. 0.7988 feet and 5.5191. It's over there. Feet. So we're gonna go on the next page. And wait, we gotta add the height of the eyes. So if this would cooperate, we're going to put in our values there and then add in the 3.29 feet. Oh, it started recording. No. Then we do that, we get 9.1 and 8.8, which we get 2 times. So now we're gonna average them up. I still have my boots on though, and sadly my phone ran out of storage, but we just deleted Amazon Music, and that doesn't really matter because I don't need to stream anymore. I don't need the, you know, the download it. Or wait, no, I only stream now because I don't leave the house. Anyways, we added them up and we got 26.7, and then we divided it up by 3, and we got 8.9 feet as our experimental height. So let's see if the grand reveal. The phone's plugged into the wall right there. But the grand reveal. So the actual height is 8.5 feet. So we were only off by 0.4 feet, which is pretty good. And I'm not gonna do the percent error, but that's our experimental error. You know, this isn't lab. That's good enough, right? I hope you enjoyed me applying the principles that we learned during class, and I don't know, something else I could do. Here's my cat! Stop heckling me. My family's heckling me.
I'm not. I'm in your defense. If he was talking about the entire class, he would say me.
Included in this.
Alright, then don't heckle me.